Well, it's my great pleasure to be chatting with a very valued NORA Solution Partner member, Andrew Maver. Andrew's the founder and director of Stock in Store. Welcome, Andrew.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks for joining us. Andrew, inventory integrity, as retailers, just knowing where our stock is and what's happening with it, sounds so obvious. It's a big problem in the industry.
It most certainly is. It's the key issue, the number one thing that every retailer that we talk to has as a problem. So they come to us when we talk to them and they say the reason they almost don't want to show their stock availability is because they don't know what stock they have where. And we develop Stock in Store to actually work with those foibles and those issues and those challenges that retailers have around stock availability. So, we won't show that there's one left because they don't know that there's one left. We'll actually encourage the customer to call the store to confirm or advise them there's limited stock. And we also tell them the date and time that we last polled the retailer for that stock availability. So they know that if it was 2 hours ago, well, they might know that may not be there, and they'll call the customer or they'll call the store. And that actually creates communication between the store and the customer, and we're facilitating. That's what we want to be able to facilitate, is those communications at the right time to be able to do that.
And that's very resonant. The actionable insights. Clearly, it's a powerful tool. I mean, 5 years in development, the business has been going about 5 years, but going strong, working with some key brands.
We work with some really big brands, so like Petstock and Adairs and Cookeye and MJ Bale. Wow. Cookeye was one of our first clients, from the early days. Same with Guess Australia. So we've got some really great clients who value not just what we do for the customer and the customer experience, but also from a reporting point of view as well, in terms of the insights that we actually give back to the retailer about what their customers are actually looking for.
You bring up a very interesting point. Here I am talking about inventory integrity, which I think is the word in the industry, but really it's about data and insights.
Absolutely, 100%. So a lot of the time, retailers don't want to talk to us because they turn around and go, "Oh, we've got that, we've got that functionality, we've got that sorted," or they take months to talk to us, and then we actually go and present to them and show them what we actually deliver back to them. It's not just about putting a little piece of technology on their website. It's actually about giving them a whole lot of information about what's happening across their entire business. So you talk to someone like Adairs, and they've got 160 plus stores and one online. So people are going to online, and 85% of people are still shopping in store. So we're now giving them insights into what their customers are actually looking for, what the product availability was at the time that they were looking for it, in what location. So we're giving them heaps and heaps of information around solving the problem about getting the right product in the right place at the right time, those sorts of things, so that they're meeting their customers' expectations around product inventory in store.
As an old retailer myself, and speaking to our retailers in the network, the best kind of solutions that we love are solutions that make us a ton of dough. And it strikes me as this is exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, it is. We can actually measure. So, we feed a lot of reports and a lot of information through to Google Analytics as well. They all get that information, and the Stock in Store converts at about 3, 4, 5, 6 times, depending on the time of year, than what they would on as their site average. So just purely off the back of just human psychology says that if I'm looking for a product and it's not available in a store nearby, then chances are that if I want it, I'll actually buy it online. And that's what we actually see, especially around sale times. So we see, big promotion times and sale times that they have is that, the usage of Stock in Store, almost triples. So, people are really interested in, I want to find this product. Here's my nearest store. Do you have it? Do you not have it? So we see this double-edged, concept of, people want to go into store, but then when they realise that you can't get it, they'll actually go, "Oh, I can buy it online, and I'll do that." So we measure, ROI. Most of our retailers get ROI in a day or two, purely off the back of the fact that we're measuring this conversion rate improvement that they get from online.
Awesome. And you've mentioned some of your great iconic clients. I mean, great brands, Cookeye. You mentioned Adairs, Petstock. I mean, these are big businesses. If I'm watching this out in the NORA network as a retailer, I've got maybe 2 or 3 doors, 2 stores, 3 stores. Could I chat to you and your team, or we?
Absolutely. We decided that this is a solution that every retailer should have. So no matter, if you've got 2 or 3 stores, we actually have a free offer for small
Wow.
retailers that can take it up and use it for free. So,
Gee.
generally if you've got like 1,000 or so SKUs in your store and you've only got a couple of stores, every business started with only 1 or 2 stores
Isn't
really
that
in
true?
a concept that way. So we're happy to give it away, and then we've got some set plans over and above, like up to 10 stores, and then 25 stores, and then 50 stores, and
Yeah.
then some of the bigger ones are there's some economies of scale that they get out of it as well.
Amazing. Well, that's very generous to incubate some of those smaller retailers who would have the same problems, just on
Absolutely.
a lesser scale. And
Yeah, I come from an old retail family, so Dad used to drag stock around, from store to store all the time. So in the back of the station wagon, so I know what it's like.
Brilliant. Andrew, one of the big levers at NORA since our inception some 6 or 7 years ago is encouraging our retailers and our terrific solution partner talent to go global. Is there any chance of you taking the business and the technology to a global market?
Yeah, definitely. So we're already heading in that direction. So we have Triumph Lingerie as one of our clients. So they're going to be launching very shortly in both Singapore and Malaysia. And then we're taking Stock in Store to the big retail conference in New York in January. So we think that and we designed it to be a global solution from day one. We went, this is a problem that every retailer has. It's not just limited to retailers in Australia, but it's actually a global problem. So we're ready now. We've kind of had, we've got some great clients here, and we've proven the concept, and now we want to take it to the world.
Exciting. Well, there are 2 things that come up for me. First of all, Triumph have been a wonderful retailer member of ours. It's great to see them doing so well globally, obviously German originated. And then the big show in January will be there as well with a group of Australian retailers. We'd love to come past and have a look.
Would love to see you, love to catch up, share a beer.
Fantastic. Andrew Maver, the founder, executive director, of course, of Stock in Store, doing some amazing things, removing friction for shoppers searching online, making sure that the inventory is in the store when they go in, and certainly helping retailers to grow and develop their business by those actionable insights. What a pleasure chatting with you, Andrew. Thanks for supporting the NORA network, and good luck for the period ahead.
Thanks very much, Paul.
Thank you.
Great to be here.